Well, my next guest has won 2 top prizes at the world's most prestigious Directors Award event. Nare Mokgotho won gold at the 20th Shots Young Directors Awards that was held in Cannes. And this was for his first ever TV commercials. He's here to tell us more. Congratulations. Thank you very much for coming through. Nice meeting you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I just earlier, I'd never watched this Showmax ad, the $0 given ad, for which is one of the awards that you got the gold for at the during the Cannes Lions Festival. It's actually brilliant, and it caused a bit of a stir at the time, and with the Advertising Standards Authority getting involved. But then they rejected the complaint that was, but it's a brilliant ad.
Yeah,
and you directed it.
I did direct it. Yeah.
And how was that experience?
It was, I think, a very great experience especially for like a first-time commercial, right? To like land a script like that was just fantastic. I think as a young director, you often don't land those kinds of scripts. So when this landed on my desk, I was like, this is amazing. I need to do this.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very short ad, and the couple of actors were doing this stuff. I mean, I was just chuckling, laughing at it. I thought some people, I understand why some people take issue with it, because you've got this youngster who's in an office and he's sort of not behaving well because he's watching thing Showmax, you know? Yeah,
look, I think it's all in good fun. You know, like
definitely.
I think the idea that nothing else matters when you can stream free TV is it's all in good jest. You know,
it's all in today's new world. But you said this was your first time commercial that you've done.
Yes.
Okay, and that being an experience, and now you've got an award for it. Is it something you'd like to do going forward?
Definitely. I think what this kind of thing does is that it just puts that feather in your hat.
Yes.
You know, just like, okay, this is your path.
This feather that you've got now in your head, this 20th Shots Young Director Awards. Well, what are these awards, this Young Director Award thing? I mean, I know that they're internationally recognized now, but what are they? And how do you take part in them? What criteria do they look for?
Well, the Young Directors Award is an annual showcase that showcases the best directing talent from around the world each year in Cannes. And as you'll know, Cannes is the premier awards show for advertising in the world.
Yeah, I've never been, but my boss, Jeremy Meggs, goes there every year.
So that is the scale and prestige of this award. And what YDA has been instrumental in doing over the years is actually launching the careers of some of the top directors in the world.
Wow.
In order to enter the YDA, you have to have been a director for less than 3 years and then directed 5 projects or less. So yeah, that's what we're talking about.
And you also got a gold as well award for what is called the online branded film category for your Wreaths ad for the South African International Film Festival. And that one is different from the Showmax one.
Yes.
Is it? Yeah. And how's that one, the Wreaths one?
That one, really, I wrote and directed that. Because I think a lot of young directors find themselves in this very catch-22 situation where you have to have a history of work in order to get work, right? Yes. But it's really difficult to have a history of work when when people are asking for like a history of work. And you're just
starting, yeah?
Exactly, right? So like I've been fortunate that my production company, my CEF, was always willing to invest in my career and my ideas. So when they heard this idea, they were just willing to run with it. So that's how
do you come up with an idea?
I think it's about insight and actually just being a consumer yourself. You know, so like the idea for that really came about by just watching trailers and then seeing all these laurel wreaths attached to these trailers. And as an audience, what you often think is, oh, that must be a good movie if it has all these wreaths, right?
Yes.
But the fact of the matter is, wreaths and the movie are only as good as the festival awarding them. Yeah.
Okay. Now, I just wanted to, I mean, if a young person is watching this thing, I always hear that this kind of work, this creative kind of work is not very easy.
Yeah.
And to become a director, you know, how have you found it? I mean, what things have you done to put you where you are? I mean, you are now an award-winning director.
Yeah. My personal journey really started with art school. So I went to art school, which isn't the norm. I went to art school after that, ended up as a copywriter in advertising, and then just being on sets as a copywriter in advertising, realized that actually I want to direct. And so
was there a particular moment that made you, when you were doing that thing on set, that I think I want to direct? What was something that sparked it?
I don't know. I think I've always just been drawn to work that's got a more subtle, sophisticated sensibility. So seeing directors who work in that mode kind of inspired me to just, you know, jump in.
Now, these kind of international awards, when you get them, do you have to go there yourself to receive them?
Well, you can, but with this particular one, it was announced to me the day before.
The day before.
You know, so yeah, to actually get a ticket to Cannes is just incredibly expensive.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you couldn't
No,
go there
I couldn't,
yourself.
yeah.
But who knows what's going to happen next year?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Exactly.
So what's next for you? Are you busy with something currently, from a directing perspective?
Not currently, but what this kind of work does is that it obviously just makes you more visible and your career more visible.
Yes.
So what's next is just more work that appeals to my sensibilities.
Yeah, you know, each time I get to speak to South Africans like yourselves, young and old people, that we're making waves, as they say, internationally in different things. I
Yeah.
mean, it's such a brilliant thing. I get excited myself, and we're really proud, and
Yeah.
I wish you well.
Thank you so
and
much.
all the best. I know it's not
Yeah.
easy. People think it's easy to get to where you got to, but
Yeah.
it's hard work as
Yeah,
well.
it is.
Thank you very much,
Thank you
Nare,
for having me.
and all the best. Okay.
Cheers.
That's Nare Mokgotho, who's won 2 awards, including the 20th Shorts Young Director Awards that were held in Cannes. He got 2 golds there. And if you want to check out those commercials, that one, partner, the Showmax one, I mean, it caused a bit of a stir, but it's very nice.
One must.
Yeah,
How else do one
we
win
showed it just now when
awards?
we
You
talked
must
to
cause a
it.
stir.